On top are like my bigger palettes, which are all of my Glam Light palettes. So, of course, I still have all of these. I am not getting rid of any of my Glam Light palettes, you guys. Like, I love these palettes. They're so different and they're fun. I just love palettes that are fun. So yeah, all of my Glam Light palettes are definitely not going anywhere at all. You guys are already going to see some of the palettes I've already decluttered, which I am going to share that with you guys and go through, but we're going to just dive in. So on top, I have my two Natasha Denona palettes, the Retro palette right here and the Love palette. You guys, I have really been into like eyeshadows that give me really good quality, and these are definitely some of them. Now I have I have 5 Natasha Denona palettes in total, and I'm so excited about it. So this is definitely going to be staying. Oh, my Michaela Glam Light palette. Whew, this is staying. I love this palette so much. You guys, it really does suck that all my palettes are in here because I am just lazy, and whatever palette is closest to me on my filming desk is typically what I use. So I haven't really been getting use out of these palettes lately, like the past 2 months, which really sucks because I don't even know what I have anymore. So it sucks. I can't see all my makeup. That also goes with like other products too that are not palettes. My Jaclyn palettes are definitely staying. Like what? I love my Morphe palettes that come in the cardboard packaging like this because I really like them. So gonna keep those. Okay, how could I not keep this? This is the ABH Norvina palette. She is definitely staying. And all of my ABH Norvina palettes are back here. So I need to like slide her in there if she'll fit. Perfect. She fits perfectly. I kind of want to just like get it to be like, I don't know. My Beauty Bay palette, definitely staying. This is the Fiery 2.0 palette. Really, really love this palette. I love the formula. Now, speaking of Beauty Bay, because let's be real, I'm going to get rid of some of my Beauty Bay palettes, and it sucks. But I'm going to tell you guys why I'm going to get rid of them. So this palette right here, oops, oh, it's all packed tight. This one right here, like these 3 in particular right here. So this is the Evolve, Origin, and Identity palette. Now, these are palettes that came out when Beauty Bay first started doing like their eyeshadows, and they're really, really cool. Don't get me wrong. I was so excited about these. I don't think I've ever used this one, but I did use the other ones. It's super cool because it kind of tells you how to do your makeup look. So it has highlight, pop, liner, crease, transition, and base along the side. But I really like that for beginners, but this isn't typically a color story I would necessarily use. I don't like this color story at all. And I haven't even used this. Oops, what was that? I haven't even used this. So I feel like someone else would get a lot of better use out of this palette. I don't even know if they sell these anymore. Ooh, I don't know. So this is going to go. This is the Evolve one. This one is also gonna go. It's really cool, but I'm not gonna lie, the formula from Beauty Bay right now is so much better. Like, it's just so much better, but this is pretty cool, but I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. I really do feel like the formula that they have now is not the same as this. This one's also really pretty. But yeah, this one's gonna go as well. So a lot of my palettes, if not all of them, most of them are gonna be on my Poshmark, which will be listed down below or on the screen. It's literally gonna be Tati J8 if you guys wanna check out some palettes. So I'm keeping these Beauty Bay palettes. So this right here is the Fiery, Bright Matte, and the Nude palette. And then the Fiery 2.0. Gonna be in there, and then I have all of my Beauty Bay smaller palettes, the 15 pans or 20 pans right here. Oh, I have my Tatianna Anesa Cosmetics Get Lit highlighter palette. She's not going anywhere. Oh, love this palette. Okay, these are face palettes. We're gonna get into that in a second. So these are my Glam Light Happy Hour palettes. I'm keeping all of these. I love these. So let me just move that. This is ColourPop Mirror. Let me move that. Why is that in here? Okay. All right, let's dig in. So what next? These are Glam Light as well. I'm gonna move that so we can see what we're working with. There's This is Glam Light 2. Okay, so these are my ABH Norvenas. Those are staying. Let's look at my Dominique Cosmetic palettes because I do have quite a few. The first one I have is the Transition palette. I think this is a really great palette for every day. So I am going to keep this one in my collection, especially when I'm traveling. I think this is a great palette to have. Very versatile and it's really cute. Oh, I love the packaging on this. It's like really luxe and aesthetically pleasing. So I'm definitely keeping that. These other Dominique Cosmetic palettes. Now I love her palettes. Oh, I was so excited when I first got these. The Latte palette I'm definitely keeping because that is such a good palette. It's so good. So I'm keeping that, and I'm also going to keep the Latte 2 palette because I really like that one as well. Very different. These used to be like my everyday palettes, so I am going to keep both of those. Then we have 3 of her bigger palettes. I don't even think I've ever used this one yet. This is the Rustic Glam palette. Oh, I have used this one probably once or twice, but I think I am going to go ahead and declutter this because this color story is pretty, but not something I typically will be drawn to or remember to use. It's so gorgeous, but I am going to get rid of it. I also don't think that they carry this one anymore as well, but yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Oh, this hurts my heart. Berries and Cream. I love this one. I love this palette so much. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I think I'm gonna hold on to this. I love my berry tones. I love tones like this. I get some really pretty looks out of this palette. I'm gonna keep this one. And then we have the Celestial Storm palette. I'm also gonna keep this because it's so gorgeous. And I haven't really gotten that much use out of this palette. So I'm gonna keep both of these palettes because they're so pretty. Oh, they're so pretty. Definitely staying. So I have my ABH palettes. I only own 2. The Jackie Aina palette, which is not going anywhere, of course. I am not getting rid of my Jackie Aina palette. No, no, no. I'm keeping that. I haven't used this in a while though. I need to like pull this out and sit this to the side so I can use it. The Amrezy one, this is another palette from ABH I haven't used that often, but I'm also going to pull this one out as well just so I can get some use out of it. Then I have my Sigma palette, you guys, which I've only used once, so I need to play with this some more and get some more use out of this. So yeah, I'm going to pull this out, put it to the side because I want to use it. This is helping me pick out palettes I want to use. Okay. So I have my Morphe palettes. I have the 35S palette, which I really like. It's so pretty. Then I have the Nikita palette, which I might declutter. I think I'm going to declutter this one. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm decluttering. And then I have the 35D Desert Bouquet palette. I'm going to also keep because I really like this one as well. So we're going to keep those. I don't need the Nikita one because I have the new Mickey Mouse one from Morphe and I like that one so much better. And trust me, you guys, I am so much more picky when it comes to buying eyeshadow palettes now. So yeah, like I'm really curating my collection. It is crazy how much I have decluttered the past couple of months. So, okay, so I have the e.l.f. and the Wet n Wild Spongebob palette. I cannot declutter the Spongebob one because this palette gave me the highest viewed video on my channel, which I think is like, I don't know, how many do I have? But it's the highest viewed video on my channel, so I cannot get rid of this, you guys. I cannot. And the shimmers in here are so great. Oh, they're pretty. That's so pretty. I'm not swatching everything, you guys, because this isn't really like an eyeshadow collection video. This is more of a declutter, so I'm not gonna like swatch everything, you know, because then I'll be here all day. But I'm also gonna keep this because I do need to have some drugstore palettes in my collection, and I do like this one from e.l.f. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. I also have this one, the Electric Mood palette from e.l.f. that I'm also gonna keep because I really like. This shade broke on me, so I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this palette, but I do like these. I'm gonna keep these 3 in particular in my collection to have drugstore options. My Huda Beauty palettes. These are not going anywhere. How could I ever declutter my Huda Beauty palettes? I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. That is old. So I have this Morphe face palette. I'm gonna keep because I need palettes like this in my collection for, you know, traveling purposes. So I'm gonna keep that. Keeping Lunar Beauty palettes. I am keeping, hello. Keeping all of my Lunar Beauty, hello. Keeping all of my Huda. I'm gonna put my face palettes to the side because we're gonna organize that later. All right, so I did declutter all of my Cara Beauty palettes, and let me tell you guys why. I felt like I wasn't getting a lot of use out of them. I was so excited when I was able to find them at TJ Maxx, but I ended up just decluttering them because I was like, you know what? I'm not using them. Someone else can get better use out of them than me. But I did end up keeping the Pop That Glitz palette, which is a palette full of glitters because I don't have a palette like this. And whenever I want a glitter on the lid, I can use this palette right here. So this is just one of those like handy dandy kind of palettes where you just have a ton of glitters at your disposal whenever you need it. So that. And I also did keep these two right here. This is the what is this? The Free Spirit Wild Heart palettes. These are just gorgeous. I cannot get rid of this. These are so pretty. And I'm like, I have to keep these. These are so pretty. So I kept those, of course. And then let's get into, let's see. All of my Juvia's Place palettes I kept except for the quads. So I did keep all of my Juvia's Place palettes. I do collect them, so I'm not really going to be getting rid of these anytime soon. I really, really love my Juvia's Place palettes. My ColourPop palettes. Okay, we are going to go through those in a second. The Huda Beauty Wild Obsession palettes, I really like these. I am going to look at the Rose Pastel. I think I'm going to declutter this one from Huda Beauty, the Rose Pastel. I don't think I've ever used this. I really can't use any of like the little pastel kind of shades. Like my camera is kind of like washing it out anyways. I'm going to declutter that. I have the Pastel Mint from Huda Beauty. I really, really love these shimmers, but they're kind of more like topper shades. So I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm keeping the Purple Haze, keeping the Nude Rich. I'm keeping the Khaki Haze. Love this one. Oh, that's pretty. The Pastel Lilac. I'm gonna declutter. I'm just gonna declutter. I don't really use pastels that often, so I just need to get rid of it. I'm keeping this. Why would I not? Oh, I'm keeping that. That is gorgeous palette. The Wild Chameleon palette, I'm definitely keeping. I love that palette. It is so good. I have my Huda Beauty highlighter palette. I love this, especially good for travel. Literally take this and you're good to go. So I'm keeping that. All right, what else? Oh, okay, so the BH Cosmetics BFF Alondra and Elsie palette. I really like this palette. I'm gonna hold on to this some more because I like it. All of my Storybook palettes from iHeart Revolution. Oh my God, I keep getting confused. I'm gonna keep these because I really like these for decoration purposes. Though I don't get that much use out of them, I think they're really cute palettes to have in my collection, and I like that they're books, so that's really cute. I'm gonna just hold on to that. Let's see. What else do we have? The Juvia's Place Saharan Blush Volume 1 palette. I'm going to keep this. I always say that. I'm always saying I'm going to keep this palette. And then I'm just like, I don't really grab it. And that's the problem. I don't grab this palette. And then the highlighter is a little too dark for my, it's a little too deep for my liking. I'm not decluttering the 6-pan Juvia's Place palettes because I like them, and I do collect Juvia's Place palettes, but I want to be realistic with myself. This is one of the Juvia's Place palettes I don't pull from. This is the Nubian 3 Coral, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. We have the Saharan by Juvia's. These palettes are so pretty. I cannot see myself getting rid of these. Ugh. Ooh, and I collect these palettes, but I don't use this. I don't grab this palette at all. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the Afrique palette from Juvia's. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. I know I say I collect Juvia's Place palettes, but let's just be real. If I don't use it, then I don't know when I'm ever going to use it. And this is a color story I don't really pull from. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. Oh my gosh, this hurts so bad. Okay, the Saharan by Juvia's. We're going to sit that to the side because we're going to come back to that. Okay, so these right here I am not getting rid of. This is the Nomad by Juvia's. I really, really like this one. Oh, I think they decluttered this one. I'm keeping this though. I like it. I'm keeping all of these Juvia's Place palettes. All of these right here. Oof, I might get rid of the Saharan one. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Saharan because, you know, oh, but this green though, it's this green for me. No, I don't, oh no. Oof, no, I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of it. Go ahead, Tati. Do your thing, girl. Get rid of the stuff you're not using. Just go ahead. My Midas Cosmetics cake liner palettes, I'm keeping those. They come in handy. I need them. Oh, we have more Huda Beauty Obsessions palettes. So the Wild Python, definitely keeping. Oops, let me organize this better. Let's put this stuff here. And so I like that I'm able to see everything right now until I put my Glam Light palettes in here though. But oh, that's good. Loving that. Let me put my Dominique Cosmetic palettes in here because those are the palettes I haven't placed in here yet. Ooh, everything just fits so good. I love it. 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 Okay, so I have my Viseart palette. This right here is a bunch of nudes. I like having palettes like this that are like quick, easy, everyday palettes. Simple. You can create any look with them, all matte. So I like to keep this. It comes in handy. Plus, it's my only Viseart palette. And these are expensive. I got this in a BoxyCharm, so I am keeping that. I am not getting rid of it. Just like I am not getting rid of my Juvia's Place palettes at all. All right, so all of these are staying. I'm gonna set this here. The BH Cosmetics one is staying. Let's see, is there room for the BH one right here? Oh, it's snug. Oh no, no it's not. There it is. Okay. Silva Beauty little cake liner palettes keeping. All right, so oh, you guys, literally, believe it or not, all of this is ColourPop, and then ColourPop back there. These right here, this is the Bratz Palettes. I'm gonna keep these for nostalgia reasons, even though I haven't used them since I did the review. Just being honest. These I'm keeping. Wait. All right, so as far as like highlighter palette, I used to be so ready for this and obsessed with this. But I don't really like shimmery highlights like this, like these pink highlights. I'm gonna get rid of it. Even though the packaging is cute, I was so excited to have this. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter that because I don't use it. I'm not going to. Keeping my Blushum palette, the Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. I'm gonna keep it to give it a little bit of a chance, even though I won't use this shade. Actually, the only one I would use is the cream, but there's no reason to keep a highlighter palette, so I'm gonna declutter this one. So, ColourPop. So I have a whole bunch of the quads in there. I do like the quads. I'm gonna keep them because they come in handy. But these right here, the Hello Kitty ones, I like these. I like these a lot. So I'm gonna keep all of these quads in that bin over there, just like come in handy palettes. So I'm gonna keep the quads. Now let me look through my ColourPop palettes to see which ones I don't really use or will not be using. I already know for a fact I can get rid of this one. This one is the Hello Kitty and Friends palette. It's cute, but it's a no. I don't use it. I'm not a fan of this. Like out of all of the collabs, this one's probably my least favorite one. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this one. This is so hard, but I can't believe I'm doing it. I know some of you guys are in the comments like, girl, oh my God, what? I know. What other palettes? There's this one right here. the Lovebird palette. It is gorgeous, full of greens, but it is old, and I think it's time for it to go. The glitter is turning a different color that I know it's not. So this palette is probably going to be tossed because it is very old. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one. All right, let's see. The Baroque palette I like. Nude Mood, Big Poppy, Little Ray of Sunshine. That's one that's on the fence with me because the shades in here are, I love sunflowers. Sunflowers are my favorite flower, but the shades in here, I did not have the best time filming this review when I did it. So I was like, you know, I don't know. I just was like, I cannot. It's really light overall. It's an all matte palette. It's really cute. I might keep it a little longer, I guess. The Ornate Palette. Love the packaging on this. I'm not a fan though. I don't really like this that much. I'm gonna keep it though. This is hard. Can you guys see it? I'm having a hard time decluttering the ColourPop palettes. All the other palettes, I think I'm gonna keep from ColourPop. There's none that are like, I don't want or I don't need. Oh, I love this palette. The Plush Like Me. I love this. I didn't do a review on it, but I do really, really like this palette, believe it or not. It looks really light, but I really, really like this palette. So that was the only two that I remember I wanted to declutter. Now, let me tell you guys about the 5-pan palettes from ColourPop, because let me go grab them for a second. All of these are going to be decluttered to my Poshmark. Really, really, really not a fan of the 5-pan layout. I'm not going to buy any more 5-pan palettes from ColourPop. I just don't like them. I just found that I am constantly pulling from another palette, which is fine sometimes, but I just don't use them. I just don't know why I bought so many and was so obsessed. But then as I started to like really use them, I was like, I don't need these. These are so pointless to have in my collection because I usually go for one of the 9-pans over a 5-pan. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this eyeshadow palette declutter and also seeing me declutter face palettes and just a couple of other things here and there. I think I might also film another video showing you guys all of the other makeup products I've decluttered in my collection, but I just wanted to do a video strictly on palettes. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and join the fam, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.